Hey friends, in today's video, I want to share with you something I wish I had known way sooner in life in general, but also in particularly my healing transformational journey these last handful of years. And that's simply being able to slow down and enjoy my life, regardless of what I'm doing or where I'm at. And that might sound very simple, very basic, but I promise you it matters and it will change your life in a few different ways. So, the first way is, unfortunately, the ways in which we grow up, particularly here in the States, and go through our school system, and we're almost like pushed through an assembly line of sorts, right? Like you're expected to go through school, get good grades, go to college, get a good job, and then get married, have the house, have kids, and then someday you get to retire and you get to take a break and enjoy your life. And that's become so normalized. And yet, when you really think about it, it's absolutely exhausting. And we get so focused on these milestones that we're expected to hit in order to be successful that I think sometimes we get lost, right? We get lost in trying to reach that next mountaintop. We forget to enjoy the journey of it. Enjoy the journey, the climb, right? The day-to-day activities and experiences that we get to have here on this beautiful planet in between. Because we're always chasing a carrot. And for me personally, I didn't realize that I was also doing that in my healing journey as well. I always have this grand vision of who I want to become next, how I want to be next. And while my intentions are really good because they're about, developing myself and becoming a better human, both for myself and for others, and to tune into my gifts and then start sharing them, with other people, stepping into my purpose. All of that also started taking on that same feeling of chasing some carrot. And I started really losing myself in that in a way that I just recently realized. It's so bizarre. I'm healing from a broken ankle right now, and it took me breaking my ankle and not being able to do much at all for the past couple months to finally get the message that the way forward is actually to take a step back. The irony is not lost on me. I've been thinking about this for a long time. The universe and its messages, right? But I couldn't allow myself to because I had all of these conditions and these programs in me that were always pushing me forward, right? I have these ideas that I always had to be moving forward, achieving something in order to be enough. I had all of these coping mechanisms and ways of functioning and over-functioning and kind of always just checking things off my list without really giving myself credit, moving on to the next thing so quickly in a way that I realized no longer serves me because I was missing out on truly experiencing and enjoying life, right? Because I was always so focused on that next thing that would make me feel enough, that would mean success in some way. And I don't want to live like that anymore. So I've really been trying to listen to my ankle and to the messages and really trying to integrate some of these teachings I've been learning along the way about slowing down, and the meaning in life isn't any meaning at all besides what you give it. It's really about being able to be present enough in any given moment to truly enjoy it, Like, I just keep getting these messages and downloads coming through recently too. That's like, what are you even doing? Like, if you're not having a good time, what are you even doing? If you're not having a little bit of fun, right? Kind of like urges um, to play more a little bit, to enjoy myself, to get back into some of my creative outlets, things that fuel me from the inside out, instead of chasing external things to try and make me feel better on the inside. I hope that that made sense. So, a few, how do I want to say this? A few things you could think about, I suppose, is what are some of your driving systems in life that you notice push you forward in a way that might not be the healthiest, or that might not align with you and your values and your goals anymore, things that have kind of gotten ingrained with you, but they don't really resonate anymore. You know, we kind of have to get honest with ourselves about the ways in which we've been acting that no longer work for us, in order to start adopting new and better habits. So this isn't a place where you have to like beat yourself up or shame yourself for any of it. Just understand that they're just patterns, and the good things about patterns and habits is they're learned, so you can unlearn them and then relearn ones that serve you. How cool is that? You can kind of start over at any moment. You can start making better choices for yourself that feel better for you. You can choose to be a rebel and start to slow down and actually enjoy your life as you're going through it, instead of waiting for those golden years of retirement that are promised to us. But let's be honest, like, nobody even knows if they truly exist anymore. And also, like, what is your health going to be like by then? Are you truly going to be able to even enjoy them? Or does it make more sense to pull back just a little bit right now and enjoy your life while you're young and you're healthy and you're vibrant and you have the energy and you have the drive to do certain things like traveling, you know? I think it's worth considering. I know that my life has changed significantly since I decided to reprioritize my values with how I want to live my life versus some of the societal values that are instilled on us to function in ways that don't necessarily support overall health and wellness, much less any kind of balance in life. So just throwing that out there to you. You do have some options to learn to evaluate what works for you, instead of kind of just following the norm if it doesn't feel good to you anymore. Also, in slowing down, I've found this new sense of like awe and wonder, almost like a childlike sense of awe and wonder, and just like the most mundane things that have brought so much joy to my life through simple pleasures that I know for myself, when I was rushing and focusing on the next thing on the checklist, I didn't really have the time to enjoy. I wasn't really looking for these little glimmers, you know, things as simple as like nature, a beautiful sunny day out for a walk, and just tuning in to the beautiful outdoors. You know, sometimes it might be slowing down, and instead of like watching TV or something while you're eating or multitasking, you actually choose to sit down and enjoy your meal, to truly taste it and appreciate it. Whether you made it yourself and you can taste that love, or you splurge and you know, get some sort of, you go out to dinner and you truly just appreciate it a little bit more. All of these little simple pleasures exist on the daily when we remember to look for them and make time to appreciate them. I know that it can feel difficult sometimes to switch over, almost as if you don't have enough time to slow down, to take a step back sometimes And maybe not everybody, has the same amount of freedom depending on your roles and your responsibilities. But there are these little micro moments that you can start taking for yourself. Taking a moment at work, just walking away for a minute and taking a few deep breaths to reset yourself. If you work at a stressful job or you notice that your nervous system is very activated, take a minute for yourself, 1 minute, go to the bathroom and breathe. Reset yourself so you can come back, and you can even start experiencing sometimes like a stressful job differently so that it doesn't get you so riled up. There's so many different small things that you can do when you remember and you choose to slow down. Take your power back by taking your attention and your focus and your energy back just a little bit if you can. Start looking for those glimmers. Start remembering that you deserve to actually enjoy your life, and that there's a whole different way of experiencing life on like a new depth when you start practicing some of these things, rather than feeling like life is just happening to you and like passing you by. Choose to pause. Just practice the pause sometimes. Remember that you are actively a part of it. Maybe make some small new choices and habits to enjoy it as it's happening. Don't wait for someday. It's available to you now. And it's one of the coolest things I've experienced. To just choose to slow down, choose to enjoy it. And over time, your life will change significantly because you're going to retrain your brain to start looking for these little things to be grateful for instead of just all of the problems and obstacles in the way between you and your goals, or you and whatever it is your carrots are. Okay? So let me know how this works for you in the comments. Let me know if you're already being a rebel in choosing some of these things for yourself. I'd love to hear how other people are experiencing their lives. And I hope you have a beautiful day and this beautiful life, and that you make time to notice how beautiful it is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.